So coming to sum number 15th, we are given these are two chords which intersect inside the circle, and the measure of arc WY is given 44 degree and arc ZX is given 68 degrees. With this much information, we have to find angle ZTX. Okay, we have to find angle ZTX. You know how it goes when we have to find one of the angles of the intersecting chords. Okay, so we'll just write angle ZTX and angle WTY are in are vertically opposite angles and intercept the arcs WY and ZX. Okay, so I can straight away write, therefore angle ZTX is equal to half of measure arc ZX plus measure arc WY. Okay, so it is this plus this. Okay, so it is half of 44 plus 68. Half of, what is 44 plus 68? Let us add 68 plus 32 is 100. So 12 more. It will be 112 degrees. Okay, so what is half of 112? 2 ones are, 2 fives are 10, 1 remains, it is 56 degrees. Okay, so this is the reason for this. This property you should know. When two chords intersect inside the circle, so the angle forming is half of the intercepted arc by it and the vertically opposite angle to it. Okay, so this is how we will find angle ZTX. Let us move on to the second question, where WT is given 4.8. Okay, TX is given 8, YT is given 6.4, and we have to find TZ. So it is very simple. We'll do second one. So chord WX and chord YZ intersect inside the circle. Okay, they intersect inside the circle, and I can write by theorem of internal division of chords. Okay, this is called by theorem of internal division of chords. We can write, we have done this before, WT into TX is equal to YT into TZ. Okay, you know this is by theorem of internal division of chords. What is WT? I'll write from here. It is 4.8, TX is 8, YT is 6.4, and TZ we are asked to find. So TZ I'll keep here, and 6.4 I will get it in the LHS, so it will become the denominator. Okay, so you know this is 48 and this is 64, so I'll straight away take 16 fours are and 16 threes are. Okay, instead of 16 I have taken 1.6, so you can understand 1.6 fours are and 1.6 threes are will give me 4.8 and 6.4. Okay, you know 8 and 4 are divisible, so 4 ones are 4, 2s are. So how much is TZ? TZ is 3 2s are 6. Clear? Centimeters is not given, so you will not write centimeter, you will keep it as it is. Let us move on to the third one. Wx is 25, yt is 8, yz is 26, and find Wt. Very simple. Let us see. So when such question is asked where you know yt and you know yz, so finding tz is very easy. Okay, so tz will be how much? It will be the difference of the bigger chord minus the segment yt. So it is 26 minus 8, which is very simple. Okay, what is 26 minus 8? TZ we got 18. But what will we do when Wx is given 25 and we want to find Wt? Okay, in such a case, we have to apply the theorem of intersecting chords. Okay, division of intersecting chords. So what we'll do here, we have done this before. Let Wt be x. If I am taking Wt as x, what will be Tx? Because the total is 25, Tx will be 25 minus x. Yes or no? Therefore, Tx is equal to Wx minus Wt. Correct? Tx will be Wx minus Wt. So it will be 25 minus Wt, we have taken x. So we got what is Tx. Okay. Now let us apply. Therefore, by theorem on division of internal chords, sorry, you have Wt as x. I'll write first Wt into Tx is equal to Yt into Tz. Okay, Wt will write x, Tx is 25 minus x is equal to, what is Yt? Yt is 8 and Tz is how much? It is 18. So now you can multiply this bracket. 25x minus x square is equal to, what is 18 8s are? It is 144. Let us make this positive. If I move this here, it will become plus x square. If I move this here, sorry, it will become minus 25x. This is already here in the RHS, so it will be the same. Sign will not change. Okay, and 0, instead of writing here, I am writing here. Okay, so x square minus 25x plus 144. What are the factors of 144 such that I'll get 25? Very simple. 16 9s is 144. So you are getting x minus 16, x minus 9 equals to 0. Yes or no? So x is equal to 16 or x is equal to 9. Okay. Now, therefore you have Wt is equal to 16 or Wt is equal to 9. Okay, these are the possible answers of Wt. Okay, it will be 16 or 9. Okay, then coming to sum number 16th, we have angle CAE is an angle formed by two secants which are meeting outside the circle. Okay, so whenever two secants meet outside the circle and we are asked to find the angle formed, this is the angle formed. So the theorem is very simple. The theorem says that the angle formed is half of the difference of the intercepted arcs. You know the intercepted arcs are CE and BD. So the bigger arc minus the smaller arc multiplied to its half. Okay, so I'll simply write angle CAE has its vertex outside the circle and intercepts are CE and BD. Okay, so therefore angle CAE equals to half of measure arc CE minus measure arc BD. Okay, so it is the difference of these two arcs. So it is very simple, you know, it is 54 minus this is 23. Okay, what is 54 minus 23? It is 33, 43, 53, 31 degrees. Okay, so you know half of 31 is how much? It is 15.5 degrees. So you got angle CAE equals to 15.5 degrees. Okay, very simple. Let us move on to your second one. AB is 4.2, BC is 5.4, AE is 12, and you are asked to find AD. Okay, now here you have done this examples before where two secants meet outside the circle. So this is called by theorem on external division of chords. Okay, what do you get? Let us see. So coming to second one, I'll straight away write, but before I should know what is AC. So I'll find AC first. AC is nothing but AB plus BC. So AB is 4.2, BC is 5.4. So this 4 plus 2 is 6, 5 plus 4 is 9.6. Yeah. Now straight away I'll write by theorem on external division of chords. Okay, by theorem on external division of chords is, I'll write AB into AC is equal to, you know how it goes, AB into AC is equal to AD into AE. Okay, so AB is how much? AB is 4.2, AC you just found, AC is 9.6, AD is how much? AD we have to find, and AE is given, AE is 12. Okay, so AD will remain here, 12 will move there, 12 will go in the denominator, 4.2 into 9.6. Okay, so 12 ones are 12 eights are, but this will be not 8, this will be 0.8. So how much is AD? AD is 4.2 into 0.8. What is the multiplication? Let us solve here. 42 eights are 8 2s are 16, 8 4s are 32, 336. Where will we put the point? 1 2. So 1 2. AD will be equal to 3.36. Okay, correct. So AD is 3.36. Let us move on to the third sub question. Third one, straight away AB AC is given, AD is given, and we are asked to find AE. So we'll straight away write by theorem on external division of chords. By theorem on external division of chords, AB into AC is equal to AD into AE. Okay, AB into AC is equal to AD into AE. Let us write what is the new measurement given. AB is 3.6, AC is 9, AD is 5.4, and AE we have to find. So AE will stand here, 5.4 will go there in the denominator. Okay, and this is 3.6 into 9. Okay, you know this is 9 ones are 9 6 are, but this will be 0.6, correct? So now I am taking 3.6 and 0.6. Okay, I can cancel this with 0.6, 1s are and 6s are. 6 ones are 6, 6 will be 6 ones is 6, 6 6 is 36. So how much is AE? AE is 6. Okay, very simple. So let us move on to 17th one. Coming to 17th one, it is more of a fill in the blanks type of proof. So proof is already given and you just have to fill this 4 blanks. Okay, you can see this is a cyclic quadrilateral. Chord EF is parallel to chord GH. Okay, and they have given to fill the blanks. So angle EFG is equal to angle FGH. Okay, they are what? They are alternate angles. Okay, so I'm just underlining this. Then you have this question, angle EFG is equal to which arc? This is inscribed angle theorem. By inscribed angle theorem, it will be half of measure arc, half of measure arc EG, correct? And similarly, FGH will be half of measure arc FH, correct? So you have done this 2 blanks. And lastly, chord EG is congruent to chord FH. EG is congruent to chord FH. Why? Because these arcs are also congruent. Okay, so the reason is corresponding chords of congruent arcs. Okay, so with this we complete our 17th one. Let us move on to 18th one. Coming to sum number 18th, we are given that PR, arc PR is 140 degree and angle POR is 36 degrees. So I have written it here, and we have to find measure arc PQ. Okay, this is measure arc PQ. So it is very easy, as you know that the angle is forming outside the circle. Okay, so you have to simply write angle POR has its vertex outside the circle and intercepts are PR and PQ. Therefore, you know angle POR is equal to half of the difference of measure arc PR minus measure arc PQ. It will always be the same, and this is the reason, and the difference will be of the bigger arc minus the smaller arc. Okay, you know this is given 140 and this is given PQ, we have to find. Okay, so now this is 36 degree, angle POR is 36 degree, 2 will go here, so 36 into 2 will be, this will be 140 minus PQ. Okay, or I'll rather write measure arc PQ. Okay, now this is 72 equals to 140 minus measure arc PQ. Now if I write here measure arc PQ, if I take in the LHS, it will become positive and 140 will be the same. 72 if I take from LHS to RHS, it will be minus 72. Okay, now what is 140 minus 72? 140 minus 72 is 68 degrees. So we got measure arc PQ equals to how much? It is 68 degrees. Okay, let us see the second one. Second one says that OP is 7.2, OQ is 3.2, find OR. So it is very simple. You can see we can apply here by tangent secant segment theorem. If we apply this theorem, you know tangent segment square, that is OP square, will be equal to OQ into OR. Okay, so OP square is 7.2 square is equal to OQ. OQ is 3.2 and OR we have to find. Okay, so this will be 7.2 into 7.2. I am writing 2 times. 3.2 will come here and OR alone in RHS. So this will be, I'll take 8. Yes, 8 4s are 8 9s are. Okay, and this will be 4 1s are 4 18s are, 4 18s are is 72, but because it is 7.2, so I have to write 1.8. So how much is OR? OR is 1.8 into 9. Can you say what is 18 9s are? 18 9s are is 162. So it is, I'll write here 16.2. Okay, and also we have to find QR. So QR is what? QR is OR minus OQ. OR minus OQ. OR is 16.2 minus OQ. OQ is 3.2. What is 16.2 minus 3.2? It is 13. So we got QR is equal to 13 and OR is 16.2. Okay, coming to sub question 3. Coming to sub question 3, you have OP is 7.2, OR is 16.2, and we have to find QR. So this I have already written. So we'll just substitute. OP is 7.2 square, OQ we have to find, and OR is given 16.2. So OQ will stand here 7.2 square, so I am writing it 2 times, and 16.2 will come in the denominator. Okay, now this is both come in the table of 18. So 18 4s is 72 and 18 9s is 162. Okay, you don't consider I have taken 18, I have taken 1.8. 1.8 4s is 7.2 and 1.8 into 9 is 16.2. Now what remains is 7.2 upon 9. 9 8s is 72. So 9 1s are 9 8s are. But you will not write 8. You will write 0.8. So you got OQ is equal to 0.8 into 4. So 8 4s is what? 32. So it is 3.2. Okay, now we got OQ, but we are asked to find QR. So how will you get QR? QR is nothing but OR minus OQ. Okay, OR it is 16.2 minus OQ is 3.2. So it will be again 13. Okay, so QR you got 13. Okay, so with this we come to the end of 18th one. Let us do our 19th one. Coming to sum number 19th, we have to prove that seg EA is congruent to seg AB. Okay, you can see that these are two touching circles, internally touching circles intersecting at A, and C is the center of the smaller circle while D is the center of the bigger circle. Okay, this much information we have. I've already drawn this and now I am writing construction. Okay, so here draw seg ED and seg DA. Now why I am doing this is ED becomes your diameter, okay, E dash C dash D. Okay. Now this is by theorem of touching circles. Seg ED is the diameter of smaller circle. Correct? ED is the diameter of the smaller circle. So any angle that is subtended by the diameter on the circle is a right angle. So can I write angle EAD is equal to 90 degree? Yes, because it is angle inscribed in a semicircle. In a semicircle. Okay, so EAD equals to 90 degree. Okay, so what you have is, if you just look at the bigger circle now, forget about the smaller circle. If you look at the bigger circle, D is the center and this is 90 degrees now. Okay, so you have a chord and perpendicular drawn from the center to the chord. So you can simply write here that therefore EA is equal to AB. Most important thing is the reason that you will write. The reason you have learnt in 9th standard, perpendicular drawn from the center of the circle to the chord bisects the chord. Therefore, seg EA is congruent to seg AB. Okay, seg EA is congruent to segment AB. Okay, so with this we have completed our 19th one, and from 20th onwards we will look in the next part of the video. Okay, so goodbye, keep practicing.